Africa, a land of truth, rhythm, and resilience.
Where every thread of the fabric tells a story.
Every beat of the drum echoes heritage.
And every voice carries the soul of generation.
We are Africa, bold, beautiful, and timeless. At Some TV, we don't just tell African stories.
We celebrate it in every color, sound, and tradition.
From the past that shaped us
to the future we proudly define.
Some TV, Africa, seen, heard, celebrated. Some TV, cause of the nation. Africa, a land of truth, rhythm, and resilience.
I am Moses Peter, welcoming you to news at 9 p.m. on Some TV. We are beaming this signal live from the city of Jalingo, Taraba State. This is the pulse of the nation. We bring only the stories that matter. You can stay connected with us on Facebook at Some TV and stream us on YouTube at Some TV Live. Here are tonight's major headlines. Rivers elders praise FCT Minister Nyesom Wike for supporting President Bola Tinubu's 2023 candidacy. Abia teachers issue 7-day ultimatum to state government over welfare issues. Borno military convoy struck by landmine in Mobile LGA, 9 soldiers killed. On international news, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa condemns U.S. capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Now moving on to business news, global stock markets rise amid excitement over technologies such as AI and oil prices mostly steady. On entertainment news, reality TV star Phyna seeks reconciliation with singer Davido after 2-year feud. And then on sport news, Super Eagles player Lukman Ademola posts photos with teammates after AFCON round of 16 win over Mozambique. Now the news in full. Beginning in the South-South region, Rivers elders have praised FCT Minister Nyesom Wike for supporting President Bola Tinubu's 2023 candidacy, noting that the decision helped stabilize the state. Speaking during Wike's thank you visit in Abunema, Council Chairman Ferdinand Alabragba described him as a pragmatic leader whose choices, including backing an just successor and Tinubu, kept Rivers politically afloat despite renewed tensions following Governor Siminalayi Fubara's defection. Similarly, in Delta State, former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa and APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Moka urged party members to fully support President Bola Tinubu and Delta Governor Sheriff Ogboyevori ahead of the 2027 elections. Speaking at an Ika Federal Constituency stakeholders meeting in Agbo, they emphasized the importance of the ongoing e-registration exercise set to end January 31st, 2026, describing it as a gateway to participation in party congresses and grassroots mobilization. Meanwhile, in Abia State, teachers under the Nigeria Union of Teachers have issued a 7-day ultimatum to state government, threatening an indefinite strike over unresolved welfare issues. The ultimatum, signed by union leaders, cite unpaid salary arrears, promotion delays, payroll irregularities, and other grievances. The union warned that failure to address the demands by January 12 would compel teachers to withdraw their services statewide. Moving eastward to Enugu State, law enforcement authorities dismantled an interstate vehicle theft syndicate operating between Enugu, Abia, and Lagos State. During separate operations, officers recovered 2 Mack trucks stolen from Aba and a Toyota Highlander taken from Lagos. Suspects, including a truck mechanic and a scrap dealer, have been detained. Commissioner of Police Mamad Giwa commended the operative's swift response and urged the public to continue providing credible information to aid ongoing investigations. Additionally, in a separate development, Governor Dr. Peter Mba urged civil servants to uphold integrity, dedication, and support government policies during the 2026 New Year Workers' Mass at Government House Chaplaincy. The event, attended by clergy and officials, emphasized ambitious revenue targets and service excellence. Government House Chaplain Reverend Father Anthony Ude praised Mba's leadership, likening him to a shepherd, while Bishop Callistus Onaga's representative officiated the Mass, highlighting ethical governance and public service commitment. Meanwhile, in Imo State, Police Commissioner Aboki Danjuma commended personnel and security partners for ensuring a peaceful festive season. The statement issued via PRO Henry Okoye highlighted residents' cooperation and timely provision of credible information. Danjuma reaffirmed the command's commitment to proactive policing, safeguarding lives and protecting property. Officials emphasized continued community engagement, vigilance, and coordinated security operations as the state transitions into 2026, aiming to sustain public safety and trust in law enforcement. Shifting focus to Edo State, youth staged a peaceful protest in Ekpoma, Esan West local government area, demanding urgent government action against rising kidnappings following the adoptions of a student and a former union leader. Ambrose Ali University clarified that the demonstrators were neither registered students nor affiliated with the institution. University officials condemned disruption of academic activities and emphasized maintaining order while urging the government to address insecurity promptly to protect citizens and educational environment. Similarly, in Cross River State, the Association of Concerned Indigents of Okoyong Community alleged fraud in compensating landowners affected by the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Indigenous families were reportedly removed from the register and replaced by non-indigenous individuals, including political appointees. The community also highlighted unauthorized sand extraction by contractors. Leaders called for an independent audit to restore rightful ownership, address tensions, and ensure transparency, urging authorities to safeguard indigenous rights and mitigate conflict during project implementation. In neighboring Akwa Ibom State, the Ekit oil communities of Iket and Esit Eket clarified their position on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway through the Ekit People's Union. Leaders emphasized lawful consultation and fair compensation rather than outright opposition. Sources noted prior remarks by Governor Umo Eno had drawn criticism, but officials stressed collaboration to protect ancestral lands, ensure accountability, and maintain peace and amid ongoing infrastructure development. Turning to Kogi State, residents of Ayetoro, Kiri, Kaba, Brunu local government area decried persistent bandit attacks, citing government negligence. Despite communal ransom payments, only 7 adoptees were freed, 3 died, 4 remain critically ill, and 30 are still in captivity. Community spokesperson David Ampiton condemned the tear gassing of peaceful protesters instead of pursuing bandits. He urged the federal government and security agencies to intervene urgently, rescue victims, restore security, and hold negligent officials accountable to curb fear and instability. Meanwhile, in Borno State, reports indicated that a military convoy from 145 Battalion Damasak struck a landmine in Bindoldul Mobad local government area, killing 9 soldiers and injuring others. The troops were traveling from Maiduguri to Damasak when the blast destroyed their anti-bomb resistant vehicle. 8 soldiers died on Sunday, with 1 more succumbing the following morning. The military had not released an official statement raising concerns over troop safety in conflict-prone regions. In Sokoto State, Major General Ibi Kunle Ajose, GOC of 8th Division, Nigerian Army empowered women in Gingia Cantonment with 20 motorcycles under the Barracks Women Empowerment Scheme. The initiative aims to boost economic independence, support petty traders, and improve welfare for military families. Hajia Amina Adamu Magajia of Gingia pledged fair distribution and maintenance. The event concluded with key handovers, souvenirs, and group photographs. Furthermore, the APC in Sokoto State inaugurated e-registration committees to strengthen membership ahead of future elections. Chaired by State Chairman Isa Asida, with Yakub Ahmed as secretary, the committees include zonal and publicity arms tasked with completing registration within a month. State Commissioner Sambu Danchadi said the exercise would provide a credible membership database. Committee co-chair Yahya Buhari pledged diligence, aiming to consolidate APC dominance and boost preparedness for the 2027 elections. Similarly, in Kaduna State, the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria, Kaduna State Council, denied social media claims of a statewide strike. The union praised Governor Uba Sani's administration for implementing the consolidated health salary structure, renovating health facilities, providing medical equipment and ambulances, and recruiting 1,800 health professionals. Industrial peace remains the union's priority, with health workers committed to service continuity, dialogue, and cooperation to sustain healthcare delivery. We are now heading on a short commercial break. When we come back, the news continues. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
TV.
Welcome back. We are glad you're still there with us. Now moving on to international news. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has condemned the United States capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, describing the action as a violation of international law. In a post on X, Ramaphosa said South Africa stands with the people of Venezuela and warned that the U.S. move undermined the country's sovereignty. He called on the United Nations Security Council to take decisive action to safeguard peace and security. UK Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch has defended the U.S. operation that removed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, calling it morally right, despite legal uncertainties. Speaking on BBC Radio 4, she cited her experience growing up under military dictatorship in Nigeria as shaping her view. While acknowledging concerns about international law, Badenoch stressed that Maduro oversaw a brutal regime and welcomed his removal, urging careful consideration of the rules-based global order. On business news, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency has given shipping companies, vessel owners, and offshore operators 30 days to comply with maritime laws, warning that non-compliance by February 4, 2026 could lead to fines, vessel detention, or denied port access. The Operation Zero Tolerance for Non-Compliance focuses on proper registration, cabotage rules, certificates, and timely levy payment. NIMASA urges all operators to audit and regularize their operations within the deadline. Global stock markets went up because investors are excited about technology, especially artificial intelligence. Oil prices stayed mostly steady even after political troubles in Venezuela. Big companies like Amazon and Meta helped push the U.S. stock market to new highs. Markets in Tokyo, Hong Kong, and London also rose. Experts think stocks can keep climbing and the U.S. might lower interest rates. Oil dipped a little because of worries about Venezuela's unstable oil supply. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission reported over 228,000 meters were installed in third quarter of 2025, a 0.73% rise from the previous quarter, with 77.12% under the meter assets provider framework. As of September, 6.66 million of 12.03 million customers were metered. Meanwhile, Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company announced about 3 hours of daily outages from January 5th to 9th in 22 Ibadan communities, including Alalubosa, GRA, and Lead City, due to road construction and facility relocations. On entertainment news, reality TV star Phyna wants to clear the air with the singer Davido almost 2 years after their online feud. The conflict began when Davido liked a post calling Phyna's fans useless, which she publicly challenged. Phyna says she is ready to apologize, but first wants Davido to explain his side to ensure there is mutual understanding. She hopes this will settle the misunderstanding and rebuild their relationship. Fast-rising music producer Funmilayo Grace Adeolu, known as Gracie A, is gaining recognition for her technical skill, disciplined production style, and international reach. With almost 30 production credits, she excels in modern digital audio workstations and works across Nigeria and the UK. Her careful project choices and quality-focused approach make her a sought-after collaborator, while her career path is seen as a model for building a sustainable professional music career. Lastly, on sports, Super Eagles player Lookman Ademola posted photos with Victor Osimhen and Bruno Onyemaechi following Nigeria's 2025 African Cup of Nations round of 16 win over Mozambique, captioned "Together Always." Lookman dismissed claims of a rift with Osimhen, calling him his brother. Super Eagles captain Wilfred Ndidi confirmed the incident was just competitive tension. Fans and media continue to discuss the team's on-pitch dynamics after the match. Boxing star Anthony Joshua is thinking about retiring after surviving a car crash in Nigeria that killed 2 of his close friends and team members. Joshua, 36, told his family he wants to quit boxing to avoid more emotional trauma. He plans to support the families of his late friends for life. Joshua survived with minor injuries, while the driver faces charges for dangerous and reckless driving. And that's where we draw the curtain on tonight's news on Som TV. I am Moses Peter. Good evening and wishing you the very best.